Hey, how's it going everybody? Today we're doing something a little different. I am going to be sharing with you my top 10 roguelites from 2024 that I played during Let's Tries. I just wanted to do something like quick and succinct to really push out those games that I think really earned my accolades this year. I'm going to give you some personal likes and maybe dislikes if they're, relevant, and what made me add it over some awesome game in some instances. The criteria is that it had to come out or had a full release in 2024. It had to be a roguelike type game, and I had to have played it in my Let's Try series. I always like suggestions. Make sure to comment your suggestions if you have any. Let's get into it. First up, we've got Selfish. This is one of my earlier Let's Tries, and I gotta say, the intuitive controls, level design, and easy to understand upgrade options made it, a nice, easy game to start working on commentary in. I'm a big sucker for things that remind me of Spore and Vampire Survivors, and this was kind of both. It worked out really well. It's a very simple game you can sit down and play during downtime. The perfect casual roguelike. Next up, we have Guncho. I don't know that I've ever seen an isometric strategy game that I didn't take like 10 hours to make a move on, but the small intimate level design makes things feel faster and more dangerous. There's cool abilities and upgrades that all change how you strategize, and the vibes are so good. Look at this cowboy. Really satisfying sound and animation as well. One shot, one kill, always feels good, but it isn't easy. Next up, we got Pyne. This is one of the few move a card on a tile games that I've played where it didn't just feel like a typical deck builder. It has very good ability design, resource management, and enemy design. It just really worked out. Sometimes art really makes or breaks a game, I have to say. I mean, you just gotta try the demo for this one. You really need to try it, seriously. Now let's talk about Spin Hero. This was one of my favorites, especially of the slots-like games that I played, and there were a few. With cool strategies, lovely art style, and very interesting enemy designs, it definitely stole a little bit place in my heart. It was one of the first games inside a games that I enjoyed. This one was slots, but make it a deck builder. We'll see more of that on this list. Wow, this is fast-paced, isn't it? I told you it was going to be succinct. Next up, we have Heroes Warband. This is the only auto-battler on my list for good reason. A lot of them could end up feeling a little cookie-cuttery, but this one was nice. It looked pretty, it was simple enough to pick up on relatively quickly, and there were just a lot of good potential strategies from such a, simple selection of characters. I think it really deserves a place on this list. All right, we're on the back half. Next up, Dungeon Clawler. Dungeon Clawler sits as one of my favorite game inside a roguelike games. There are just so many great character designs. There were already 2 when the demo was out, but now there's 9. I'm truly impressed by the integration of the claw game mechanics into the deck buildy roguelite genre. I'm glad people are making games like these. These are good. Go try it out. Let's talk about Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop. This is the most stressed I've ever been playing a roguelike. The developers made the brave decision to include a chill mode, though, for people who can't handle the stressful mode in a world of Souls-like gamer elites. I'm kidding. It has a brilliant art style, immaculate vibes, and solid mechanics. Definitely check this one out. Check all of these out, seriously. That's why I'm making this video. I want you guys to go and try these games. Now, let's talk about honorable mentions. I'm just gonna breeze through these. We're gonna give you bullet points. These are games that I enjoyed, but they didn't make this list for various reasons. First up, we got Tactical Breach Wizards. It has such a good story concept. The world is very fun. I love isometric strategy games, but this one isn't a roguelike. We also have Coffee Caravan. It's the best cozy vibes game I played this year. There's wonderful gameplay. It's obviously reminiscent of Plate Up, but there wasn't much choice upon release, and from what my friends who play Plate Up say, it's a little too easy. Finally, we have Sulfur. This game has a wonderful, wonderful story and graphics. The concept is awesome. It has very fluid, good gameplay. It's easy to play. It's fun. I just don't like shooters as much as other games, so it didn't make my top 10. Here's the moment we've all been waiting for, the top 3. These are 3 games that I fully recommend that you check out. Get them. If you don't have them, they're great. First up, Peglin. The first entry into the top 3, its full release was this year, but it's been around since 2022. I cannot understate how fun the gameplay loop is. It hooked me in a very serious way. The gameplay is so simple to understand, easy to execute, and honestly fun. While it's easy to execute, it still offers a challenge in finding the right trajectories and getting a good build running. The variety of balls to choose from and strategies to attempt makes this a very replayable roguelike. In the middle of our top 3, we have Magicraft. Of course, Magicraft is going to be in my top 3. I played it more than any other game this year. It's the staple of my channel. This game is very reminiscent of Isaac and Noita, drawing elements from both to create a really fun gameplay experience. The build variety is expansive, and the design of spells and how they interact with each other makes for a very fun experience. Check it out, seriously. Now, what video could possibly make it to the last spot on my top 10? It's Balatro. Of course it's Balatro. Come on, it's number 1. It's self-explanatory. The game design is fun. It's the best game in a game deck builder I played ever. Using poker as an inspiration for a deck builder proved not only to make a fun gaming experience, it also opened up the opportunity for so many builds, card options, and replayability. This game has the best of both quality and quantity. Get it, play it, experience it for yourself. You have to at least go try the demo. I cannot properly explain how fun the game is. The same with all of these, with Magicraft, with Peglin, all of the top 3, go play the demo right now. They're in the description. Get them, play them, try them. Thank you so much for supporting me this year. I really started in earnest doing Let's Try and roguelike content starting in 2024, and I gotta say, it's definitely created some good growth for me. I appreciate you guys a lot. I started Let's Try specifically because of demo suggestions from friends, and then I started watching channels like Retromation and Alexa, and I just really vibed with that style of video. I think long form stream of consciousness gameplay is where I thrive a little bit because, you know, sometimes you don't have a lot of brain power like me, and it takes you a second to come to words. So having a nice backdrop of an engaging game really helps. And I think it's really helped me thrive as a creator. That's it. That's all I got. Like I said at the beginning, please suggest demos and roguelikes to me. They are my bread and butter for not only content, but also my gaming as a hobby and pastime. Let's hope we get as many good games in 2025. See ya.